Hi, my name is Pam, and I made this video because I wanted to talk about a little bit of my weight loss journey. And I use the word journey because it wasn't something that happened from one day to the next. It was a process. It actually took me 2 years to go from 200 pounds to 136, which is what I weighed yesterday. The first thing I want to say is when I was at 200 or whatever your weight is that you feel uncomfortable, I was uncomfortable. I felt like I couldn't run. I could run, but I was like, I would run side to side. It was so uncomfortable. I'm not going to say that my clothes didn't fit because I just bought bigger clothes. And, so it wasn't that my clothes was uncomfortable. I just myself didn't feel comfortable. And I want to say also that it's something that you have to start gradually. I don't want people to think that they have to open their cabinets and throw everything away that is unhealthy or that is not good. And that's another thing, that it's not that food is good or bad. I have a friend who, when I posted some of my pictures of food that I bought, because I did couponing and I found all these items and they were so cheap. And she said they should pay you to take it back because they were processed foods, things that aren't as healthy as other foods. But I don't want anyone to throw away food because that's wasteful. What you can do is portion size. And I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to show I have some measuring tools and just food items to show you how it has helped me. Here are some of the tools that I use for my journey on this weight loss adventure, because it is, and you have to look at it in a positive light and look at it as a challenge to do something good for yourself. Okay, the first thing I used that I had at hand was a measuring cup. You can get it anywhere. If you don't have one, I'm sure you have one. If you don't have one, you can get one at any store, even like the dollar store has it. So I would measure in this. I would have a cup of rice, which was probably a lot. But now I know that a serving of rice is half a cup. But you can have a cup of rice. As long as you measure it, you can have anything you want. I used to measure a cup of rice, and then because I love rice, and I couldn't stop it. I actually tried other diets before I had gone on this plan that was successful for me, was no carbs. I did that. It worked, but I felt deprived. I felt like, oh, I want to eat rice. I want to eat bread. I want to eat potatoes. I want to eat pasta. You want it. Your body needs it. Your brain runs on sugar. I mean, it's better to have good sugars opposed to some sugars that maybe not so good, which I'll show you before. Not that they're not good. Again, we have to stress that there's no good food and there's no bad food. There are better choices. So I would measure with a measuring cup. And I had this jar. I have several jars. And I also used what I had. I didn't go out and buy things. I always try to be resourceful with what I have. So this I knew, and I wrote on the top 1 cup. And I just want to show you. This is a cup of water. And if you fill this up, not to the top, but it goes up to where the line was there. So I knew that if I took my lunch to work, I had a sandwich, a salad, or some leftovers, I would put a cup of chicken broth, and I would take it with me to work, put it in my lunch bag. Then I started buying these when I realized I needed more containers. So this is a cup also, a cup measurement. When I make soup or stews or things like that, I have several of these, and I set them down by the stove and I start portioning out. When you're done, you're going to put it in the fridge. Instead of putting it in one big giant container, I have these lined up and I scoop, and I know that this is a 2-cup container. What I said before about the writing it, this is a half a cup, and I would just write half a cup. So if I put some oats, I know that the serving is a half a cup because it says everything has a nutrition, everything, whether it's of apples, bananas, all the items that have bags have nutrition facts on the side. So this is a half a cup, and I would put half a cup and I would have that. I would take it to work sometimes as a snack because it's filling, and sometimes I needed something warm. So I would make this at work. I am not a milk drinker, so I would put just hot water from the coffee machine. Just press hot water and fill it up. Well, not in here. I would put it in another bowl, and I would have my snack. Sometimes I would put some nuts in it. And I want to show you this. These are unsalted cashews. I'm not a big salt person. That is in my food. Sometimes I do crave salty snacks, but I want to show that a quarter of a cup is one serving. A quarter. I'm going to show you on my digital scale. I have this digital scale that replaced this. It replaced these things when I was fine with this. I was doing well, but my lovely, beautiful, amazing mother bought this for me as a gift because she said that I inspired her to do this. And she purchased this as something that I love. I love it. I use it every day for everything. So I want to show what a proper portion of cashews, for example, is. It says a quarter of a cup or 28 grams. So I turn this on and I zero it out to add for the weight of the container. And it's on the gram setting. You could do ounces or grams. So I'm going to use my hands because I'm the only one who eats this. So, okay. 28 grams. And sometimes I don't even do the full 28 grams. I do 14 grams. All right, that's 27. So there's a half of one. So I'll probably make it 28. Yep, it made it 28. So this is the amount of a serving. I'm going to put it on here so you can see. I mean, this is opaque, so that's probably why. This is a serving. It's not a little, but this is what they say we should have. This many cashews. A lot of times people buy these and they snack on them and they constantly, look, this is a handful. That's a portion, a handful, what fits in your hand. A lot of times we'll go to a party or we'll go to the movies or anything and we'll buy a big container and we'll eat just straight out of the container. The best thing for me has been to measure and take this and eat it. And when it's done, it's done. You could do the same thing. Take this, sit down, and let's say you're going to watch a movie and you need I like to snack while I'm watching TV. I know they say it's not the best thing to do, but listen, hey, I have to live, So I'll take this. I'm sure if I filled the bowl all the way to the top, I would stop when it was full. When it was empty, I mean. This, I stop when it's done. Those are the little tricks. Let me show something else. So I started talking about that because at work, I'll take a snack and I'll want something warm. So I'll take a half a cup of oatmeal and then I don't usually eat the whole serving. I do half because it's a snack. It's not a meal. It's a snack. That's at work. Like I said, I need goodies all day and I eat all day. Breakfast. This is me in the morning. I'm just reenacting. I get up and I set my coffee. I make hot water. I like instant decaf. So I set that to 0 and I have cereal. Any kind of cereal. This one I like because it's not sweet, but it does have that sweetness that I don't know. I just love cereal in the morning. It's easy. It has nutrients and things like that. I know some people would prefer, of course, it's probably better to eat this. It's heart healthy. Listen, you have to eat what you like. You can't eat what people think you should eat because it's not going to work. You can have everything you want, just not at the same time. So this nutrition facts on this package of cereal says serving size 3/4 of a cup or 32 grams for 120 calories. I like to have breakfasts that are less than 100 calories or at 100. 120 would be for me like the most I would want to have for breakfast. I just needed to get my metabolism started. So I set this to 0. This is me in the morning. Pull it down out of my cabinet. And before I do that, I want to say this. Like I said, this is 1 serving for 32 grams, 120 calories. Like I said, I like 100 to stay around 100. So I calculated if 32 grams is 120 calories, what would give me close to 100 calories? 27 grams is 101 calories. I have little labels in my cabinet, and I have a Sharpie always in the cabinet. And I just take that and I'll write it and just stick it on the top, right above the nutrition facts. So when I pull it out, I don't have to rethink every day. How much was that? So 27, it just makes your life so much easier. So I set that to 0, and I do 27 grams, and I'm looking at it as I'm doing it, so that's helpful. These are good. They're yummy. 27. Oops, 29. It's all right. You can go over. But I don't. I try not to. I just feel better when things are balanced. So there we go. I just took a few out, and that's 1 serving. And it's plenty. It's just to get your metabolism going and to get you off on your day. The other thing I wanted to show regarding cereal is that's, for me, a little bit less than 1 serving that's recommended, based on the nutrition fact that they give. I want to show what I've done, what a lot of people have done. I'm going to just get a bowl. I thought I had one, but okay. All right. Okay. This is what people do. I did it. Everyone. I'm not even going to, I'm going to set this just to give you the facts. There's a bowl. You get up in the morning. You have your coffee. And you're like, all right, I'm going to have some cereal today. Yum, yum. I think I would be like, okay, that's good. And then I would put almond milk, which I love. It's so good. And I would pour my, at that time I was using skim milk. I didn't realize that almond milk is so delicious. And 1 cup of almond milk has 40 calories. And you don't even use a cup. I don't. I use like a quarter of a cup. So here, this would be a normal serving that you would think this is recommended. I'll just tell you right now, on the scale, this says 53 grams. So that's, okay, 32, 53, I don't know, I'm not that good at math, but that's almost double. So instead of this being 100 here, this would be 240 calories. And for me, at this weight that I am now, I'm having 1,200 calories a day. When I started, I was at 1,650 calories. But as I lost weight, my body requires less calories to lose or even maintain. You would maybe have 1,300, whatever. There's a formula. You could look it up online. There's so many websites that will help you. There are calorie counting apps, which are amazing. I recommend so many of them that I used a few of them until I found the one that I really like. And if you would like to know which one it is, just send me a message or request, and I will be glad to give you that information. So it's just a comparison. You can have the same things. It's just not, you can have everything, just not at the same time. So instead of me eating this once, I can have 2 breakfasts out of this, or snacks. You could eat cereal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love it at any time. So in the morning, a lot of people love these. They're delicious. And you put your coffee mug, and you're like, click, 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 click. And you're like, that looks good. 1 tablespoon is 40 calories. Blop, 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 blop. Doing that is not a tablespoon. I just want to show. This is a tablespoon. Where do I put this? Okay. That's a tablespoon. I know that some people just bloop, 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 and they don't know why am I not losing weight? Well, because this has 40 calories a tablespoon, and you probably put half of the mug or a quarter of it of just creamer. So that would be right there. Let's say you had 4 tablespoons. That's 160 calories. I could eat another serving of cereal and put some nuts in it. Or I could eat another, this is actually 160 calories. I could eat another whole serving of nuts. What I want to mention also is like a budget. I said I do 1,200 calories a day. 1,200, I can, and I've done it, and I don't regret it, and I don't beat myself up over it, because sometimes I do want to go out to a restaurant. I'm not going to name the name, but it's Latin American cooking, and I want the rice and the beans and the fried plantains, and I want all of the yummy, delicious things that they offer. I know that I will probably get to almost 1,200. I've kind of measured it and have gone a few times so that I know that my meal on that outing is probably going to go hover around 900 calories for one meal. But you know what? It's so filling, and I love it. So at least I know that I have 900 calories there, and I still have 300, which I can eat. I mean, these things, I can have this much of cereal more if I want. But when you eat all that, you don't even want that. So in the evening, you can have fruits and vegetables and things like that. If, like, let's say I just said I eat rice and beans and plantains and that heavy, in the evening, you may not want to eat so much. So you'll eat something light. But if you do, and you live, and you enjoy your life, and you don't beat yourself up. That's the thing that I wanted to say about bad food and good food. Yes, there are better choices. You could eat a huge salad with cucumbers and onions and tomatoes and yellow peppers and red peppers and bean sprouts, and make this huge, giant, amazing salad. Put lemon juice on it, put vinegar. I don't really like oil in my salad, but you could do that and measure, and that would be 150, let's say. That's a lot. That's like a big salad. If I would make that, you would see. I put lemon and vinegar and things that have low calorie. I just want to show you this. This I had in the refrigerator back from my couponing days, and I got it for free. But what I want to show is that I said that big salad, you can make a huge, giant salad, which is crunchy and delicious, and the lemon and vinegar, whatever you like to put on it, low calorie. I actually created my own little dressing that I would use spicy mustard and hot sauce and put it in a little bottle and shake it up, and that was my dressing. It's so good because I like spicy. So this is 2 tablespoons for 140 calories. That's a lot. 140 calories is the size of my salad. I don't need to measure this. I don't even know. Probably never going to use this. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to throw it out. It's still not expired. If Arnold makes a sandwich, you could put... Arnold's my husband, by the way. If Arnold makes a sandwich, he can use it as like a mayonnaise. Whatever. Okay. I wanted to show one last thing. Goodies. You can have your cake and eat it too. That's why this works. 1 serving of this candy is 17 pieces. I'm going to place 17 pieces on here. You could go by grams. It's 40 grams. 17 pieces for 180 calories. It's kind of good. Like if you want to munch and have fun and don't feel deprived, I'm just putting some back to get it to the serving size. Okay, 40 grams. You can eat these. Yum, delish. You want it. You cannot deprive yourself. But I want to show you something else that I did. This is, I'm going to make it because I'm going to eat it. Fat-free topping. This is only 5 calories per serving. Like I said before, some people will frown upon these things, but you know what? It is my journey, and this is what's worked for me. 5 grams is 5 calories. So let's say I want something. Yum, I need like ice cream. I will have half a cup of ice cream. And I'll make, this is actually a dessert. I went to an Italian restaurant and they gave us a dessert. And I was like, really? It was a sundae cup with whipped cream. That's it. I was like, okay. So it gave me an idea. I'm like, hey, I went to an Italian restaurant and they gave me this dessert. Look. That's 20. That's just 20 calories. All right, 20, whatever. You could do more. 20 calories. And this chocolate flavored syrup, yum. 2 tablespoons, 38 grams is 90 calories. I never get to that amount. Let me zero this out. That was 20 grams. And I just do that. That little bit of chocolate syrup that I just put, it didn't even get to 1 gram because it's so thin and light and delish. And I would do that and maybe take some nuts. Every time I do that, I have to. I add it up. It's like a budget. It's like your money. I start off the day with 1,200 calories and I can spend it all in one meal and then just be like, okay, I have nothing to eat, nothing to spend. Or you can spend it all in small things like eating portions, smaller portions. And then I would take nuts and break it up and measure. That's it. And delicious. And you know what? That's 2 grams with 2 nuts. Guess what? I have something that hits the sweet that spot that you want. Sometimes I need something sweet and I eat it. Delish. So good. It's crunchy, it's sweet. And it has like, total maybe 40 calories. See you guys soon.